Okay, so last episode we started the passage? I wanted to say ascent into Rock Tunnel, but this episode we will hopefully finish it and get into the next part of Kanto. Good, I get to mention how sleep works in Gen 1. Although I guess you can't put me to sleep anymore, that's good. Fucking Bellsprout, man. Unlike other games, the turn you awake, yeah, I guess it works as English. The turn you wake up, you spend waking up. So if you get really good at predicting it, or I guess, if you're really good at switching strategies, you can pretty much, force a Pokemon to, like, stay asleep the entire way through the entire thing, or entire battle. Since, they wake up, they can't do anything for that turn, you then put them back to sleep the next turn. Very cheap strategy, and I really don't like the fact that they gave, Sleep Powder and Wrap to the same Pokemon. They just wanted to make hell as a Pokemon. Although thankfully, there's only one 100 accuracy sleep move, and that Pokemon, or the Pokemon that gets it, is fairly slow. Yeah, fuck it. Surely you can't have as bad a Pokemon as the other girl. So how do I mention this? Because I'm fairly sure, like, the rest of this episode is just going to be talking about this specific subject, unless, I snap out of it enough to, notice what I'm doing. But, I guess in between recording sessions, kinda, sorta, maybe got into RWBY. Not Pokemon RWBY, RWBY. See, I had watched a bit of it, like, trying to get into it, like, a while ago, but, like, because Season 1 just like, Season 1 is, it's not a great start, I just couldn't, like, I didn't get into the good part of Season 1 to, actually see myself go through the entire thing, but what, got me back into watching RWBY is, H-Bomber Guy's, RWBY is disappointing in his Why video, and, I pretty much binged the entirety of RWBY in, like, 3 days? Around there? A short amount of time, and yeah, I can say that, oh, I probably wouldn't say it's disappointing as a whole. It's, more so a rollercoaster of quality. Oh. I really want to flash. Are you fucking kidding me? I think I might flash up the accuracy of Sleep Powder every time it hits. Yeah, I would say it's more so a roller coaster of quality than just outright disappointing. Not to mention in the later seasons they do actually get their shit together, I suppose. Is a good way to put it. But I would say there's a few things I definitely disagree with. Like slight disagree, slight agree with on his points. One of them being the whole John and Pyrrha arc in seasons 1 and 2. I think the reason they put that there, like, they had so much screen time there is because, like, they sort of knew that, like, Team Juniper were going to play a much bigger role, specifically John, in the later parts of season, the later parts of RWBY, specifically season 4, since RWBY goes off to explore with the rest of Team Juniper to form Team Ranger, I think it is? Yeah, so I guess they just kind of thought, hey, we have these characters here, how about, because we'll be spending a lot of time with the main cast of Team RWBY, how about we just spend some time early on developing these characters that will become important later on down the line, that sort of thing. Not to mention, I think, outside of the fight scenes, the John and Pyrrha arc is like the best part of season 1, or I guess early RWBY. Also the fact that the whole going to the prom thing in season 2 is pointless. I wouldn't say it's totally pointless because, like, the character development in that part of season 2 is like, holy shit. Like, I didn't know how I felt on John going into season 2, but like getting out of season 2, like, oh, he's one of the better characters now. Holy shit. Although I do agree that, like, a lot of season 2 is taken up by the dance. Like, take the dance scene out, but yeah, and then just replace the character development into, like, I guess replace the dance scene, the dance thing, with something else, and then place the character I can't say development, that would have gone there into that new part, I think. Although I guess, I don't really see how you would be able to play that out with, like, if, that wasn't, like, a big part of that season, since, like, as a joke, John, promises Pyrrha that he'll wear a dance to the prom if, Pyrrha didn't get a date, and, it turns out that Pyrrha doesn't get a date to the prom, and so once John realizes this, he goes and changes into a dress. It's like, I don't see how you would turn that into something else. But I would agree that, yeah, Pyrrha and John is like the best part of season of early RWBY. I'll probably say better than the fucking fight scenes, really. Since, like, the fight, like, the that part is baked more into the entirety of RWBY than the fight scenes are. Especially when you learn how they, did the whole fight scene, normal thing going on. Heh. But, like, I'm psyched for season 8. I'm not gonna call them volumes, Gonna call them seasons, because that's what they fucking are. And I'd probably go as far as to say that so far season 7's probably the best they've made. Although I guess, it's probably kind of because a lot of, like, most of it wasn't just, hey, here's some characters, they're traveling off to a place. Have fun. It's like, eh. It's like, I think season 6, like, I like, when the train crashed, it's like, oh, we're gonna have to walk to get to Atlas. I was like, oh, they're doing another season 4 again. Although, that being said, I wouldn't say that season 4 was as disappointing as what people say it is. Like, there's no way they would be able to, like, follow up how good a season... yeah, how good season 3 was, but, like... character development-wise, they did a pretty good job. Since, like, on top of, Team Ranger, there's what Blake, Weiss, and, Yang are doing. Just casually forget, a fourth of the main cast. Or what should be the main cast. Also, because I had gotten into RWBY from watching HBobbing Guy's video, I then wanted to go back and watch, Jello's video on RWBY, and, I don't know, like, the whole thing of, like, Yang and Blake being in a relationship, it's like... yes and no? Like, the writers are clearly building up to them being in a relationship, like, at the moment, they're not. They're just, like, working things up and getting up to the point of them being in a relationship, because, like... it could just be mean, but, like, I kind of feel like the point people are in a relationship is, like, when they go, hey, this person and I, we're in a relationship, sort of thing. Blake and Weiss, no, haven't happened quite yet. Although I guess that being said, what would the fandom name be for Ruby and Penny? Because, like, at the moment there's like 3 people I can see RWBY getting into a relationship with. John, even though I kinda think it would be a little too... hey, RWBY is the new Pyro. We're just gonna replace Pyro with RWBY. There's Penny, which I mentioned before, only because, like, they're good friends. Although, that being said, people can just be good friends, I guess. And I definitely feel like their relationship is just based on being really good friends. And I guess because opposites attract, there's RWBY and Weiss. Although I guess for the same reason, and because we're not sure if they're in a relationship or not, there's Crow and Winter, and would they be step sisters if that's no, in that case? Or would they? Yeah, I think they'll be like stepdaughters. Yeah, stepdaughters. You can't go being having stepdaughters be in a relationship with each other. Although I don't know. I did watch Domestic Girlfriend, and they might have some words for me. I swear that show was a fucking trip. Not as trippy as fucking RWBY though. So, but like, I'm kind of wishing they might just like go back and like redo the first. I don't really want to say 2, but I really don't want to say 3. Maybe like redo, or go back and redo the first 2 seasons, maybe. Maybe. Also, I think today and last night I spent, or I may have accidentally binged the entirety of, RWBY. Yeah, no idea why. Although, I will agree with Jello that this, with the fact that they do utilize the characters better in Chibi RWBY. Oh, RWBY Chibi than in regular RWBY. Do I really need to mention what we'll be doing for the rest of this episode? Do I? Maybe not. I am gonna try my best to avoid the trainers coming up here. Things like this and then like this. Okay, onward to Solodon. And then we can have an easier time backtracking throughout Kanto. Oh boy, that'll be fun, although there's still like 1 or 2 things that kinda make that harder for us, I suppose. Yeah, let's go heal. Right, okay. We'll need to deposit a Pokemon. We technically don't. Since we're not really getting a Pokemon heal. Or we're only going to be getting a single Pokemon heal. Okay, so in Celadon alone, there's 3 normal type Pokemon that we can be obtaining. Here is our first. Eevee, yeah, right, the whole fucking Urban Dictionary thing, I'll go get a nickname for this Eevee. Be back in a bit. Okay, so, this one is self-explanatory because even up to Generation 8, Eevee doesn't have a normal type evolution yet. So we're going to be promptly putting it in a box and never seeing it again. Because it is a waste of space. Also, not to mention, one of the options I got for Eevee was, Waste Splooge, which, kind of is, relevant, maybe. Specifically to the Eevee, that, we will be no longer using. We got the Eevee, we deposited the Eevee. That's all that's doing is in Eevee's life. So here's another case of something I don't do enough for it to remain active in my brain space enough. I guess it could be it. Maybe? Okay, cool. So if you know what Pokemon I'm alluding to, there's a Pokemon we'll be needing to get at the game corner. I'll just... we'll just see how much we have to buy it for. Because it's a lot. I mean, not as enough, not... anything. How many can we buy? Okay. Oh. It's only 550 at a time. I don't know why. I expected to be able to, just buy more than 50. Yeah, okay, cool. One of these Pokemon is a normal type. That normal type will also be going on our team. When we can scrounge up the funds to buy it, for that matter. So, I'm thinking that in between episodes, I guess recording sessions more accurately, I'll get the coin to buy the Porygon and then, put it in our team. I'm not quite sure how long that will take, but we'll have it eventually. Yay! And of course there's one more Pokemon that, I guess it is in a similar situation to, the Porygon, but it's, something that is a much more immediate, I guess. There's two Snorlaxes that are blocking our way to Fuchsia, and they also happen to be Pokemon that we kind of need, or like, we'll at least need one of them, I suppose. So, normally what you would do here, do upon getting into Celadon is, tackle the gym, tackle the hideout, go back to Lavender Town, but, no. We'll be buying what we need to buy here in Celadon, of course getting the Eevee, and, eventually the fucking, Porygon, and then we're just ditching. Although I think I might end off the episode by getting Fly, maybe. Since that is a move that will be useful for Mimi, I suppose. Okay, get on the bicycle and let's go. But we won't be going that way. I just realized that if we get Fly, we don't need we don't need to use the drink that I brought. Yeah, although I guess I could very well just use it on the way back, I suppose, since the benefit we'll get for doing that won't be apparent until much later. Here's hoping that it can learn Fly. Okay, cool, it can. Okay, bye-bye, Whirlwind. You did nothing. And now Mimi actually has a stab other than normal type. Hooray! Okay, also I just noticed that Senpai might be evolving quite soon. Maybe. Depending. I need to fly back to thing. Yeah. Next episode, I think we'll scale Lavender Tower to get the thing we need to get to do Snorlax thing. So, next episode we'll do that. And then I guess depending on how long that takes us, move on to Fuchsia, maybe. Wait, this is only the second episode of this recording session. We can do a whole lot more. Hopefully. Until then, that is when I'll see you. Damn, I really do have stinky stuck on my mind. What the fuck?